thing I loved about Kali school was discipline. Oh my god, there was a lot of discipline in St. Hello foundations, it's your girl Bomb and Melanie in the building. Like you all know, here we share our life experience in this part of the world, in Kuwait and in the Middle East as a whole, and also back home, growing up as a teenager and where we are today. Please guys, if you are a person, you're new here, you are highly welcome, and if this is your first time of seeing me, also you are welcome. And to all the foundations, you all are the bosses. I hope you are doing great. Let's not talk too much guys, let's go straight to the business. Today we have story time. Just grab your popcorn. Like I have my coffee. Oh, not coffee. I have my tea. Okay, it's not really that cold, but guys, no. I think a few days ago we had rain, like it was raining. Inside here it is so cold, like the AC is really cold, so I'm not taking that anymore. I'll be drinking my tea. Yeah, Lipton. Don't say my cup is too big, but this mug is not that big. Okay, it's medium, like half here. So guys, in today's video is story time. Like I said, sharing all the do's and the don'ts in secondary school and in a Catholic school, a border, a day student, in and out, everything. Let's just go straight to the video guys. Like, secondary school life is one of the best life you can ever experience. Yeah, of course it is. I went to a Catholic school. My first years in secondary school was in Catholic school, and the rest I did in a private school. Oh my god, this school was so beautiful, like so beautiful. I was at the border. I did not stay in the dormitory, but it was kind of like, you know, you were experiencing everything. Like you're a border, you're a dormitory student. St. Paul's College, that's in Bamenda, Cameroon. St. Paul's College, Kwen, Bamenda, Maitiri, yeah. Sapako City. Where are all my Sapako City students? All the Sapako City students, please come here, come Farah, come hither, like Father Bonaventure will always say, come hither during literature classes. Like, okay, let's start with those things that were really interesting, you know, all the nyamas, those things that were really interesting in school. Okay, in Form 1, you know that time you are a fox. They used to call it foxes. Like, senior students would come in front of our door or in the class, they are tapping the windows like, foxes can dance without music. We'll really be dancing. Foxes can dance without music, eh? Foxes can dance without music. We are really dancing. Hi, God. Here are some of the things. I'll just pick like five points of the things that I really loved in a Catholic school. 5 of the ones I loved and 5 of the ones I didn't love. Like, if I start to talk about the story, like, we will stay here the whole day. Oh my god, the uniform. St. Paul's uniform was very mwah. I love the uniform. But guys, we had the purple skirt, a patch top, like we had the shirt, yeah, and we have our official uniform, of course, the official uniform. And we used to have this hair scarf, like it was for the official uniform. Like, you have to wear the hair scarf on anything official, feast days, marching, anything, you had to wear it. But the uniform was nice. But one thing I didn't like my uniform was, in Form 1 I was very tiny guy, I was very skinny. Like, my uniform was like big on me, like you were dancing inside the uniform. And you wear your uniform, your sobo, the leather sandals, the sobo, and white socks or black socks. We are low cut. What? Low cut. I remember back then in Cameroon, like every parent in center, littoral, maybe north, like they would send their children to come and study in Bamenda, because that was one of the best, where you could get the best education. Like, people just thought like you could get the best education in Bamenda, the northwest region of Cameroon. Oh my god, what am I saying? The uniform was nice. Like, mostly all Catholic schools in the northwest, their uniforms are always very nice. You could hear of schools like St. Beat, Our Lady of Lourdes, St. Joseph, like all those, their uniforms were always very beautiful. The uniforms are always very superb. So one of the best things I loved about St. Paul's College was the uniform was nice. We had these long sleeves pullovers, was well knit, like very nice. The long sleeve, we have the turtleneck, like you hold it, we have the open chest pullovers, we have the vest pullovers, like, and most of these pullovers were worn according to, like in the high school you see seniors wearing the open chest pullovers, and splitting skirt also for senior students. Yeah, but why us we had the straight skirt? Yeah, pullover was nice. I don't know if I still have pictures of my uniform here, but I will try to search and see. Okay guys, another thing that I loved about Cali school was socials. What? Les kermesse, as they call it in French. Social, like feast days. Feast of St. Paul. Oh my god, this is how the feast days were celebrated in our school. Like we had Feast of St. Paul, that was the feast of the school. St. Paul feast was celebrated, and junior students, they had their own feast days celebrated, and high school celebrated their own feast. Like Form 2, Form 3, Form 1, they had their feast days they were celebrating. Form 4, like each, I think each class had a saint, Immaculate Conception, St. Joseph, like that is how it was done. But let's talk about the general school feast. On general school feast day, that's the feast of St. Paul, parents would come, students were invited from other schools, they would come, priests, like we celebrate the feast days. It's a lot of fun. We go to church. After church there is always a recollection. They will talk of something that is very important, something that is also very helpful to the students and the world at large. After that we will go back to our classes. Maybe there are some sketches, we will do them in the general grandstand, in the stadium somewhere. Like you dance, there are drama, students will perform. After the dancing, you go to your various classes, while they are entertaining the other guests in the other hall, or I don't know, parents who came, the invitees. Students will go to their classroom with their masters, their mistress, like your class master, your class mistress, and will eat. And the food is not always like you people just bring. No, you decide on what you're going to cook for your class, and cook and we eat. And after the eating, the drinking, guess what? Hey, dancing. Let me not forget my tea. I can't forget my tea. Dancing. We'll dance, and there's always opening up the floor. I could never forget this. I opened the floor, I think it was twice. Yeah, I opened the floor. Always pair us. But in our halls, we will always separate. From 1 to 3, separated. From 4 to upper seat is separated. I don't know in the Western world how they call them the grade 1, grade 2, but us back home we had primary schools, we have secondary school. But in secondary school we have Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, Form 5, and then in high school we call them lower seat and upper seat. Yeah, we'll dance. Oh my god, it was so much fun. Maybe the feast start maybe by, let's just say by 10. We'll dance till maybe 6 p.m. and close, because some of us had to go back home and the boarders had to continue with their activities as boarders, as students who are living in the school. Yeah, it was usually fun. It was so much fun. Okay, aside that, that's number 2. The third thing I loved about Cali school was discipline. Oh my god, there was a lot of discipline in St. Paul's College. My sister, when they say they don't want to see anything like black shoe on the normal day, Wednesday you could wear any other shoe on Wednesday, but Monday, Tuesday you're wearing sandals and socks, white socks. Lower cut, it should be black. My god, anything assorted, no, you are sent back home. Yes, of course. And then there was this thing they told us, we had to have readers, workbooks and readers. Yeah, you have your textbook and you have your workbook. And in Form 1 we're doing 15 subjects. We're not begging you, everything. We're doing everything: commercial studies, French, English, citizenship, religion, everything. When I said discipline, it was like if there's morning mass, everybody's going for morning mass. It's nothing like you're a Muslim, you are from praise, you are from full gospel. You can't. No, you were doing everything with everybody. Sanctioning was like ABC. I remember the days of Father Bonaventure. That was the former principal of St. Paul in those days. And I'm talking about the year 2007, 2008, 2009. Don't laugh, that was the year I went to my secondary school. Father Bonaventure was so disciplined that they will first of all give you first sanction, second sanction, third dismissal. You will hear students being dismissed. What? Discipline? Oh no, that school had what we call discipline. No pidgin was spoken in our school. Like, what is pidgin? A local language spoken in Cameroon. Most people here like pidgin. We speak pidgin most of the time. Other countries have pidgin, but in my school there was no pidgin. Compared to other government school, you hear them speak pidgin, but no, there was no pidgin in ours. Before you could even enter the front gate, it was written, "Pidgin not here." And then there was this thing our principal introduced, Father Bonaventure. We had our exercise book. You had to shade your exercise book into two, like this. The first column, second column. Like if you're reading, you have to draw something by the side to know that you are keeping something in your head. And we had preps after school for both boarding and day students. Like even if you're staying in your house, we had preps after school. 2:30 we are closing. And after closing, we had to stay back to school and revise and study, maybe for 1 hour before going back home. Come and see strike. Oh my God. No, St. Paul had one of the best discipline you could ever imagine. Yeah. Come and see us in the assembly. Low cut, black hair, shining, white socks, and then black silver. This thing was also one of the things I loved about the school. Yeah. Also, I love the fourth thing I will talk about here is I love the fact that we had other activities apart from just studying in school. No, we had sport activities, we have drama clubs, we had a music club, journalism clubs. There were things that were holding up. Like it is comprehensive. Yeah, St. Paul's College, comprehensive. So everything was being done. After school, sometimes we could have drama club. Those who were going for journalism, food and nutrition. Those who were going for music club. Like those activities that you wanted to. And I was always in journalism class. I don't know. I loved that. Yeah. And during sports session, we had different clubs. Yeah, different clubs. I was in the Desert Warriors. Yeah, I could remember my club very well. I'm not forgetting my tea. I was in the Desert Warriors. Desert Warriors, like we were wearing yellow t-shirt, yellow maillots. The school wasn't providing maillots for students. Like I think all they mostly giving to boarders, maybe. But still, we had Juventus Club. We have Desert Warrior, Juventus. I forgot most of those words. We have the white something. They call them the white what? Oh my God, we have the DD fighters also wearing yellow, white, blue, orange. Like it was so much fun during such times. Seriously, I never played handball, but maybe just as friends, classmates, we could just interact among us and do something. But no, I didn't play at the school level. The school team, no, I was not playing the school team. Our school could travel to go to Ndop to go and play junior handball, senior handball, but I did not play. Guys, it's like it's raining here or what? No, it's not raining. I didn't play at the school handball, but I enjoyed exercise. It was fun. And then one of the things I loved again was what? I love class assembly. Oh my God, class assembly. This I did not see in other schools where I went back in Yaoundé, but we had class assembly. Yeah, but class assembly was really fun. This is what could happen in the class assembly, guys. Class assembly will always start with songs, singing, dancing, and you always have those who call the religious prefect. Yeah, Kali school had their prefect, this like every other school. Yeah, they had their prefect. So we had the religious prefect who lead us in prayers during that time. Anybody can pray. It's not like it's a compulsory only you, but it has to be someone to lead us. And after the praying, singing, we will share our ideas of how we could make our class to be better. I was in Form 1B. We had Form 1A, which was made of borders, Form 1C and Form 1B. I was in Form 1B. We'll talk with our board, with our class master. Or we had our class mistress, yeah. Sister Pamela Bomben, that was my class mistress in Form 1. We'll share the things that we don't really want, and we'll also nominate those who want to be the class lead, like those who will be coordinating the class at that moment. So it was so much of fun. It was so much of fun. Talking of those things, like, what? Really? You really, you even sometimes you ask your class teacher, like your class master, we don't like this teacher, we want this one to be changed. You'll be like, we don't like this subject, it can be done like this. They will ask questions like, what are you doing, which subjects are you performing so well at, which subject are you performing so well at, what are your difficulties here, how could we help you? Like, everything will be discussed during the class assembly. And mind you, class assembly will not last for long, because school will start like 7:15 or 7:30. But teachers start coming, like periods are always like they're already coming. So those were literally one of the things I love. Like, those were like out of the many things I loved about Kali schools, and one of those things. I'm not even saying everything. I can't even say everything. Is it during Kali school week we had free time? Is it during Raska week? Like, there are a lot of things, but those few for now. And what am I saying? Writing of articles. Something I did not also say in the center, like in the Yaoundé center region of Cameroon. We had magazines, like in every school in Bamenda, there were always magazines. In these magazines, they will contain everything about the school, the talk, the shows, the winning, the downfalls of the school, like everything that the school had to do. Yeah, we talk about everything there. You ask questions to the editor, they will answer you. Like, it's always something to write about the school magazine. There was ever something to write. I didn't see that back in my school in Yaoundé. Yeah, I did not see that. So guys, let's move to the things I never liked about St. Paul. Of course, it's not everything I could like about the school. One thing I didn't like was, oh my god, there were times I could come to school late and I was severely punished. They will say they're not beating people, but the things they will give you as punishment, you will not even imagine it. Sometimes we had to crawl on our knees, crawl on our knees to our classroom. If you hear of Bamenda, it's a vast place. If you hear of any Kali school, when you hear of Kali school, you know they have a large plot of land, like it's so big. Our school was very big. If you could imagine from St. Paul down to your class, it is very, very far. You're crawling on your knees to your class. Or sometimes you had to mop the staff room alone. And the staff room is not like one small classroom. It was a hall. A big hall. And then some of the times we were forced to do things that we do not like watch. Attending those preps after school. Some of us, we had to go and help our parents back home do this or do that. But brothers were staying there. They could read their things and even sleep. They're no problem for them. There was another thing also I didn't really like was digging of storm. Like, that one was another punishment that was so painful. It was so painful, digging of storm. Even though I never really dug a storm, but men, like the boys, were digging storm. And if you were caught like trying to escape from the school friend, you would bring a bag of cement. You will bring a bag of cement. If you just try to escalade, like you were jumping over the fence, like you're trying to sneak out of the school, you will bring a bag of cement. The worst one was when they told us that if anything, you will bring your parents to school. If you're having any problem that is so like, you will bring your parents to school. They will just shoot. They will beat you, your parents will be there, and the sanctioning your parents will be there. If they give you the first warning, final conduct, and you're not trying to adjust, they will call your parents and they will come there before they will even discipline you or even beat you in front of your parents. Ayo. Things we were forced to do that we did not like them, you had to do them. And then we were working farm. We're working. When I say that school was big, the school was big. Like we work farm sometimes doing manual labor. Yeah, we go for farming. You go and work farm. Maybe you have like 5 ridges to build, to construct. Start from the square where you know how to work farm. You have to take the soil, like you weed the grass. After weeding, you change the, I don't know how to say it, but you had to build and construct good ridges, like well constructed ones. You work them. Sometimes we usually go and carry water from, I don't know, usually go and carry water from one river very, very far, bring to school and do things. Mob your classes, clean this. Sometimes they will tell that senior students, when you see them, you have to greet them. You have, like, it was so like and then when a senior comes to your class, you have to stand up and greet your senior. All the time we were like, what is this? What is this? Were we forced to do this? And those classes and those periods you hated so much. Some teachers were really boring in class, you know. They don't know how to make a class be like, they are really so boring. I'm not forgetting my tea. So you were forced to attend their class, whether you like it or not. We named some of our teachers, they had their names. That is like, there was a literature in Form 2, a literature madam Form 2, we called her Miss the Ball. Like, the literature was so boring. Someone come and stand on one position, on one angle, and is reading her novel, and is just saying things. You're like, what is this woman doing? It was so boring. Seriously, so boring. We are being forced to read. And then most of the times during Lenten period, or some of the time they were thinking you have to go and attend mass, whether you like it or not. The Angelus, morning prayer, you had to go and attend it. Sometimes they will come and tell you you go and join the choir. Whether you like it or not, you go and join the choir. You will go and join the choir, whether you like it or not. Seriously. Okay, guys, I think to round on, in conclusion, I loved everything about the Catholic school. Yeah, I did. It was fun, it was teaching, it was discipline. At the end, we are where we are today. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So share with me, which school did you attend? I just talked only about the Catholic school. I didn't talk about all the secondary schools I went to. Yeah, but share with me, did you went to a private school, a government school? Did you went to a Catholic school? Were you a boarder? How was it? Did you enjoy your life in secondary school? Or you did not? See you in another video. I hope I was not ranting so much. And don't forget, you're not perfect. I am not perfect. See you. Mwah.